guys, and welcome back to Roxy's Homemaker. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but today we're going to be doing some crafts. I'm going to be making some garden mushrooms. I have made these for myself, and actually I've given them away as gifts for other people, which is very cool. These are very cheap to make. I actually buy all the stuff you need from the Dollar Tree. So for today's project, you are going to need these garden dishes. They're for the succulent plants. Like I said, you can purchase this at Dollar Tree. Also, you're gonna need some vases, and I'm using two different kinds of vases. I normally use this vase for all the mushrooms I've made, but I thought I'd try something a little different this time, so I got a vase that looks like this. You are also going to need some paint, which I've purchased this a while ago, and I've just used it, just regular, you know, crafting paint, and some paint brushes and a hot glue gun. And that's all you're gonna need to do this project. Like I mentioned, guys, this project is very easy to do and it is very cheap to make. Total cost for this project is $5, and that's just for the materials, the vases and the trays. Like I mentioned, I do have my paint and the hot glue gun and all that stuff already on hand. I'm gonna make two of these today, and I actually have something a little different that I wanna try to kind of spruce these up so they don't look just like mushrooms. Stick around, I'm gonna show you guys something else you can do with these besides mushrooms. You take your garden dish, you flip it around so it sits just like a bowl, and you're gonna take your vase and flip it upside down and try to line it up in the middle as best as you can. I use that dot right here in the middle of the dish to kind of line it up, just like that. And you take your hot glue gun and you're just gonna put a bead of glue around the vase and the dish. Make sure you get it all the way around the dish and the vase. Make sure they're really well connected. All right, now I'm gonna do the next one. Same step, just making sure it's in the middle. And I'm gonna put a nice big thick bead of hot glue on here. All right, well now that one's done, so I will set that one aside. And I'm gonna pull the first one back out. And the glue is pretty well dry. I like to put two beads of hot glue around the vase and the dish, just to make sure that it's really holding on there very well. All right. It's not really the prettiest looking glue job, but it will hold. There's that one. Pull out this one again, and same thing, just a second bead of hot glue. Really funny thing about my hot glue gun here, guys, I've actually had this hot glue gun since high school. Back in high school, I used to do a lot of scrapbooking, which was a lot of fun to do. I haven't done it since high school, but I used to really enjoy that, so I got my hot glue gun here for that, and I've managed to keep it all these years, which is crazy. And I've used it very, very often for, you know, numerous things. All right, so I think that second bead of hot glue, it has dried, and one way to tell would be to flip it around and make sure it's on there good, which it is. And if you guys can see, it already kind of looks like a mushroom. And that's pretty much it to put it together. Like I mentioned earlier, guys, it is very simple to make these garden mushrooms, and I think they look so nice and so cool out in the garden. I really enjoy these. Once the glue has dried, this comes the most fun and exciting part. We're gonna paint these. So this one I'm just going to paint just like a mushroom. You guys are free to do however you would like to paint them. Flowers, make them look like mushrooms. You can maybe paint faces on these, whatever you guys want to paint, whatever you're feeling. For this one though, I think I'm going to paint it to look like a mushroom. And the other one, I think I'm going to do something a little different, which I'll show you guys. All right, so for this one, I'm actually going to paint it light blue with some dark blue spots, and I'm actually going to paint the stem part white. So I like to start by painting the stem part first. Put it on top of a paper towel. Learned my lesson on that one, guys. And you're just gonna paint the glass. So while you're painting these, don't worry about being able to see the smears, you know, the smudge marks, not really smudge marks, but the paintbrush marks, because I do 2 coats on my mushrooms just so to avoid seeing those, so it looks nicer, I think. So don't stress too much about seeing the glass. And you know what? You could actually leave it just like this. It kind of gives it a different, unique little look to it, I think. But you do what you think, what feels right, you know? If you guys, you know, aren't necessarily painters or artists like that, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. I'm not really a painter either, but it is fun to do and it's easy, like I mentioned. And there's no right or wrong way to do these, guys. No right or wrong way. As in Bob Ross says, there's only happy accidents. All right, I got the stem all painted and let that kind of sit there and dry. And I'm actually gonna work on this top portion while this is drying. I'll try not to touch it. So it's pretty much just the same process as you just did on the stem part. You're just gonna paint the top however you feel you want to paint it to make it look as cool as you think it should be. All right, I think that looks really cool. It's not done yet, guys, but I'm gonna actually set it aside to dry before I do anything else, because I'm going to be doing a second coat on that just to get rid of the brush marks. Now, I'm gonna paint this second one here, and I'm gonna, like I mentioned, do something a little different. I was thinking of actually painting this one to kind of look like maybe a flower, maybe put the center here and paint the petals on the sides, and then maybe paint this like a green color, make it look maybe like a sunflower. I think that would look really cool. I have not done that before. Like I mentioned, guys, you can get as creative as you would like with these. There's no right or wrong way to do these. All right, so I painted that green. Now I'm just gonna, go with a brown, I think. So I was thinking painting it like this and then making like the petals kind of overlap, you know? I think that would look really, really nice. Just so you guys know, I'm not a really good painter. Like, I've painted, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but they have like these wine and paint things they do in Las Vegas where you can like have wine and like paint with all your friends. I did that one time, that was fun. And actually I painted a sunflower, which was kind of cool. So I'm not really much of a artiste, I guess. But I'm gonna try my best here to paint some petals on here, hopefully. So I'm using a smaller brush on the petals. Oh man, this is gonna look so cool, guys, when it's done. Like I said, I've never done one like this before. What you guys think? I think it looks really, really cool. I'm actually gonna do some more things to it, but for right now, I'm just gonna set it off to the side and let it dry. And get back to my first one here. And I'm gonna do a second coat on this, like I mentioned, just to get rid of all those brush marks and stuff on them, just to make it look more smoother and nice. I don't know about you guys, but I really like yard decor. I do, but it's just so expensive. You go there and you want to buy just a little yard ornament and it's expensive. So sometimes you got to get kind of crafty and come up with your own things, which is nice. Actually, it adds a more personal touch, I believe, to your... All right, 2 coats are done on this one and it looks really cool, guys. That one looks nice. I'll let that dry before I put the spots on. Now I'm going to work back on my flower again and do another coat on this one as well. So something to maybe kind of put in your mind if this is something you're curious into maybe doing. If you guys make these during the winter months and just hold on to them until springtime, you can do that. You know, that way you guys have something to do when you're inside the house, when it's, you know, the weather is really bad outside. And just make, you know, some of these and paint them, make them look all springy and summery, and then save them until springtime and pull them out. I'll do a different shade of green for the leaves. That looks cool. Like I said, I'm gonna just do a couple of them, nothing too crazy. Just to add a little bit of something on there, a little extra. Second coat is dry, at least on this one. Now here comes the really fun part, which is doing the spots on them. I know there's just kind of taking my brush, guys, and just painting some circles. And I'm just gonna do them randomly all throughout the top of this. Man, this is looking really, really, really awesome. Like, I like the colors. Good color choice, I guess, today. This one I'm just really excited about. So for this one, what I was thinking is just adding kind of a line there for the leaf. Guys, that's pretty much all there is to it, to making these garden mushrooms, or garden shrooms as I'm calling them. I do, however, let them dry pretty much till the next day, and then I will go ahead and put on this Rust-Oleum clear top coat just to protect it from the weather and sun fading, and, you know, make it last a little bit longer. I wanted to mention that you guys can get all of this material, paint brushes, hot glue gun sticks, all from Dollar Tree. You don't have to buy them from Walmart. This is just stuff, the paints and the brushes and other than you'd have to get the clear coat spray paint from Walmart, but all of this stuff here they have at the Dollar Tree, so it's very inexpensive to make these garden ornaments. And like I mentioned, I mean, you guys can do them several different ways. They don't have to be mushroom specifically. So. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I do have plenty of stuff coming down the pipelines. Actually, I'm really looking forward to October. I have a lot of things planned for October because, you know, Halloween and all that good stuff and fall. So be on the lookout for that. And if you guys make these garden shrooms, you know, comment below. Let me know. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.